Okay, so doing and being. These can be thought of as the two core modes of experience in life. You have a doing mode and a being mode. So doing might be the one that we're all more familiar with. Doing is based on a discrepancy model. So we have things how they are right now, and then we have some idea of how we want them to be, and then we act to resolve that discrepancy. And once we do that, we find another one, and we do it again and again and again. So this can be useful for things that you can actually solve that way. So I might feel thirsty, and I can grab a glass of water, and I can drink it, and then I can be satiated, satisfied. That discrepancy has been resolved. The problem is that we, especially in our fast-paced society, become conditioned and sort of addicted to this doing model, so that it really never ends, and there's always something, some way that we want our experience to be different than it is. And it becomes especially problematic when it's applied to internal experiences like anxiety, frustration, anger, sadness. So in these situations, there's another way of being, and that is simply being. To become aware of your experience without having to make it become different than it is right now. And that's kind of the essence of what mindfulness is. It offers you a shift into this alternate mode of just being, to become aware of your experience, and by simply observing, you change the experience. So, personal example, I've experienced a lot of anxiety in my life, and that's something that mindfulness has really changed for me. So, whereas in the past, if I'm presenting like I am right now, or if I'm in a social situation and I say something that doesn't really make sense, in my mind I have these different dialogues about what are they thinking about what I'm saying, and then I just get lost. What I've developed the capacity to do is to become aware of when I start to become anxious, notice my heart rate rising, notice my throat closing up, notice that I'm feeling sweaty or whatever it might be, and then to just become aware, like take a pause and to become aware of this experience and to really feel it and to even acknowledge that my body is attempting to help me in some way. It's responding as if I'm like really experiencing a threat. So I can just acknowledge it, become aware of it, and by becoming aware, it can naturally dissipate, and then I can re-engage with whatever I was doing. But if I had got caught in doing, I would have probably had to totally remove myself from the situation or just avoid those experiences at all costs because I know that's going to happen. So mindfulness is a way of having more and more capacity for this being mode. It's just like pressing play. The ability to just be where you are and what you're doing, and to not have to change that right now.